The one that my best friend dated and went to prom with, only to break up because he was going into the military and she was going away to college. We also shared a lot of the same friends growing up because we're from a small town. Yeah, I was starting to think you didn't recognize me. He chuckles and wheels himself into my office. Why are you here so late? Budgets. We keep changing them, and it takes work to balance it on top of everything else I do. It's quietest after dinner and the best time to work with numbers. I shrug. You work here? He asks. Yeah, I'm the charity coordinator. But being we're still pretty small, I take on a few other jobs as needed too. Those jobs include budgeting, accounting, event planning, or whatever else Lexi and Noah need me to do. Looking him over, I can see he's lost part of his leg from just below the knee down. I'm guessing that's why he's here, to learn to walk again with a prosthetic. After you and Rebecca broke up, I had learned you joined the military, but I hadn't heard anything about you since. Yeah, I was set to go to college after graduation, but I realized that wasn't the life I wanted. So I joined up and was off to boot camp just over a week later. So very few people knew. What branch? I ask. Army. Got this while on patrol one day and now here I am. He says, tapping his knee where he lost part of his leg. I start to hear people stirring around downstairs, but still wanting to talk to Levi, I make a quick decision. Why don't you come in? Close the door and keep me company? With a smile on his face, he comes in, closing the door with ease. He seems to have mastered being in the wheelchair, which means he's been here longer than just a few days. I normally know all the patients, but being so busy, I haven't been upstairs mingling as much as I should. How long have you been here? I ask, trying to remember the last time I was even upstairs. They transferred me here just a few days before Christmas. That was over 2 months ago. I say more to myself than to him. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen you before. Normally, I try to get upstairs and mingle and talk to patients at least once a day. But closing out the year, having to file all our company paperwork, and with this budget, I just lost track of time. I hadn't realized it's been that long since I've been upstairs. Levi offers me a smile and shrugs it off. Are you still friends with Rebecca? He asks. Not quite sure how to respond, since Rebecca is now married and they are expecting their first kid. If he's hoping to reconnect, I want to let him down lightly. But just the fact that he's asking about Rebecca makes my gut churn, and I'm not quite sure why. Yeah, we lost contact while in college since we went to different places, but we reconnected recently on Facebook. I found out she lives only about an hour away, so we've met up several times. Though she's married now with their first kid on the way, and she's really happy. I say, watching his reaction. Either he's very good at covering his emotions, or he really wasn't all that interested in her and was just trying to make small talk, because I don't see an ounce of sadness or regret on his face. Honestly, he smiles more than I thought he would. I'm glad she's happy. I always felt bad about how we ended things because she wasn't overly thrilled with me going into the military and never wanted to be a military girlfriend. Can't blame her, as I don't think she would have handled this whole thing very well if she was still my girl. He's not wrong. Rebecca wasn't the type of person that did well in stressful situations, and she fainted at the sight of blood. She refused to step foot in a hospital, and she hated flying. So, if they were still together, getting the phone call that Levi was hurt would have gone pretty badly. Not sure what to say, and wanting to change the subject, I pull out a Tupperware container of cookies that I have in my drawer for a snack. The sugar keeps me going when I don't want to drink coffee but need a little bit of a boost to get me through the rest of the night. Taking the top off, I hold it out to him. Would you like a cookie? Though I can't allow you to go into the kitchen, I can offer you these. I made them myself. He gives me another grin and wheels himself forward, taking a cookie. I notice he's smiling a lot in a place like this, where everyone is working through their own injury.